How's everybody doing today? Glad to see everybody is doing alright. Yeah, sorry about yesterday's video. That was kind of a snafu. It wasn't very good, and I just was not feeling it. And when I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. So, yesterday's Let's Play is considered a fail. Today, we are going to start anew and actually continue the storyline. Yesterday's episode literally consisted of us doing the Chad mission, and I'll show you guys what we received from said Chad mission. So, what we ended up getting was a blue pistol called Extreme Hanging Chad. So I'll show you what the Extreme Hanging Chad does, because we're right next to an ammo machine and I'm going to need it. I used the wrong button. This is the Extreme Hanging Chad. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's a bad one. It's a bad Extreme Hanging Chad. You see what I mean? It's got infinite ammo. The ammo count's not going down, and it never overheats. That is what an Extreme Hanging Chad is. Unfortunately, we got a terrible prefix. I'm not good with knowing parts right away off of a gun, but as you can see, COV and weapon accuracy is a negative 21. We have a negative 39 weapon damage with a 10% crit and consumes 4 ammo per shot. Lol. No, it doesn't. I love that. It's got a 1.8 times weapon zoom, and it's highly effective versus flesh. Shoot away the tears. We'll use it for now because it'll help us, you know, maintain our ammo capacity. But it's not a good gun. There's a lot better ones out there on the prefix area of low-hanging chads or extreme hanging chads or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot better versions of it with better parts, better fire rate. I think I have one on my other character where the prefixes are better, the weapon parts are better, and it's got a better fire rate. That fire rate sucks, and I might get us stuck. Oh. Alright, I guess we're saving and quitting. I backed out of the main menu screen for a second to the main hub, thinking I would have to just exit the game entirely, but we got to save quit. Because your boy done goofed himself with my little jumping thing off the side that I like to do, and I ended up getting wedged in a hole because I was being a little adventurous. We're not going to do that this time. So we're loading back into Floodmore Basin. I think we're going to fight Aurelia. I know we're going to the Jacobs. No, we did the Jacobs Manor. I'm trying to remember, what are we doing? It's been so long. I took yesterday off from recording. Just kind of, I got a lot going on with work. They got me working 5 days straight. And then for most people, that's a normal thing. But, you know, 5 days closing a restaurant, I sometimes don't get off till 12 or 1 in the morning. I get home, I go to bed about 3. I wake up at 10. Some days maybe wake up at 9. And very little sleep. So we're pushing through. We're striding through because I'm off tomorrow. And you guys are going to get 2 uploads tomorrow. Because I'm just in that type of mood where I want to give you guys 2 uploads. We might return to Genshin Impact. Maybe not. We might even start a Borderlands 2 Let's Play because I've been watching a lot of K6 and Jolt's Dude with their Borderlands Let's Plays, and they're doing like randomizers, the older ones, much older videos is when they're doing all this stuff. And I don't know, watching it I'm like, oh man, I really miss playing Borderlands 2. There we go, much better. So the reason I did the jump there because I want to come over here and get this claptrap part, which I think, yeah, it's right over here. Yeah, if the enemy doesn't have a shield, hanging Chad, the way to go. And if I'm not mistaken, it's right around... Oh, I found a chest. Probably nothing good. Of course. It's all greens. It's up there. Not in there. You can clearly see. Maybe able to get up here? Yep. He wedged himself and died. Level 25, baby.
Yeah, my new fridge is gonna have some sick rear paneling. If you want that looty, you better have an armored booty. That was sick.
I think we still have our hover bike. And I think what it was, passive ability. Whenever Zane swaps places with clone, his shield immediately begins recharging and restores health to his clone. Oh, that's actually really useful. Put a final skill point in that. We can't access these just yet, but we'll get there. For now, we're gonna carry on. Oh, did I miss a piece of iridium back there? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Did I? I don't think I did. No, I'm just seeing things. Oh, it's my bad. Alright, so we're gonna carry on. Stop wasting time. Mr. Lopez, we gotta keep moving. Ooh, hitting them sick jumps. Oh, I was gonna go for 2. Oh look, little buzzsaw wheel. Hello. There's a way to get up there, but we're not gonna go. That's not where we're going. I gotta recheck the map, man. Because Eden 6 is a big place. Oh, I'm going in the opposite direction of where we actually need to be going. Hello, big dino thingy. Hey, pay attention to me. He just destroyed that vehicle. I can do this all day, man. All day. Which means low hanging chad. That's the name of it now. Not the extreme hanging chad, it is a low hanging chad. I guess it comes from the term of low hanging fruit. But I would much rather use this and save myself some ammo. It'd be good if we can hit the crits with it. Because hitting crits is definitely going to really help us out a lot. That weapon damage debuff, not good. So we're gonna carry on. Keep saying that like as if you guys didn't already know. We can put the poop skin on the extreme hanging chad. Hey, look, I called it by the right name that time. So we're gonna go in here, go to default, and we're gonna go all the way down to its poop. Now it's a flaming shit cannon. Get it? It's a flaming shit cannon, guys. It's funny because it's true. What time is it? Okay. We're doing good. Oh. I love how it's still the middle of a pandemic and we have people coming into the restaurant like in droves. To-go orders are fine. I can understand to-go orders. That's easy. Throw it in a box. Good to go. But when you've got people, like the way our situation is right now, it's so bad. We've got so many people out sick, and I'm making the assumption, this is not something that I've been told, I'm just assuming that it's due to COVID, of why people are out so long. We have such a bare number of employees, we can't even have our dining room open in the afternoon. We have to close our inside and do to-go only. So, like, that's how you know it's bad. Who's blabbering while I commune with nature and shite? Oh, you're fire resistant. Oh, doesn't matter. Krakatoa do damage, boy. Here's coordinates for my ass. Now come save it. should have called this fire weapon only game. That's all we're running. Extreme Hanging Chad, the Cutsman, and the Krakatoa are all fire elemental weapons. You are fire resistant, you're fire grog, but doesn't stop your Krakatoa from fucking your shit up, bruh. But yeah, so in the mornings we're only open. We're only doing to-goes, which means it's really slow. And it's even funnier is to watch people try to walk in to Chili's. Spoiler alert, I work at Chili's. But it's even funnier to watch them try to walk in as if they'd be able to just get in somehow. And I'm like, no, go away. And I've tried to convince management to just let that be a permanent solution. Just like, hey, keep it this way. It'd make our jobs a lot easier. It'd take some of the stress off of all of us at night when we're trying to close up. And instead, it's not gonna happen because corporate and so forth. It's evil business.
Oh man, I'm out, man. Damn, it's nasty as hell in there.
Let me pick him up. Thank you. It's a plushie. But yeah, so
I don't want to talk about it. Why are you looking for
my thing is though is like what gets me and sets me off when I'm working is we'll be 30 minutes to close. Not even 30 minutes. It'll be the last hour of closing, and I'll get a full screen of orders because I look at a little screen and it tells me, all right, you need to make this, 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 and this, and it has a timer and so forth. And we do it's just wings. And it's a side thing of Chili's. It's a subsidiary. It's a restaurant that doesn't exist. It's only on DoorDash, but it goes through Chili's. And, I'll be sitting there and I'll get 15 orders in at one time. Now, you know what that happens? That starts all the timers at the same time. And at 9 minutes, everything goes into rush, which means you need to rush and get it done because your order's been sitting there too long. You only can make so many things in the fryer. And it's a pain in the butt. And I just realized we're fixing to do a boss fight later in this episode. Okay, we do have some corrosive weapons. We got the Hornet. What level is this Hornet? Oh, no, it's not on level. Oh. Okay, that'll be fine. It's fine. So yeah, it's been rough, and I'm desperately looking forward to just not working tomorrow, being off, taking time to bring you guys some entertainment, and then I'm dishwashing. I started as a dishwasher, and then within just a few months, not even a few months, in a couple weeks, they were like, John, do you want more hours? And I said, yeah. By the way, my name's John. Nice to meet you guys. And they said, well, do you want more hours? And I said, hell yeah, who doesn't want more hours? It means more pay, more money in my check. Well, little did I know that I was openly volunteering to do fry cook position because they just fired somebody. And so that's how that began. And I ended up, and that's now my new position. I do that 4 to 5 days a week, and then dishwashing occasionally during the week. But people, there's always things that come up in a restaurant, people calling out, not wanting to work, not wanting to do their jobs. Like, that's an issue. You gotta have employees that want to do their work. Hey guys, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Yeah, we got 3 viewers in the chat right now. Hey guys, what's up? Just over here complaining about my job like everybody else. And then this whole ordeal just reminds me of the restaurant industry. Why I love / hate it with a passion. And why it's just been, like, I've been doing this since I was 16. My first job ever was a dishwasher. I didn't last very long. I lasted maybe about 4 days. And then as I got older, I actually was able to carry and hold a job in the restaurant industry. And then my real big experience with it was working in New York at the Cheesecake Factory within a month of dishwashing on a team. So dishwashing in New York at the Cheesecake Factory, it wasn't just one person doing the dishes. You had like a group of people that would being there washing dishes. Hey, what's good, my dude? I'm doing great. I didn't see the new Matrix 4 logo. It looks pretty good though. I'm really hyped for that. I hope I have time to actually sit down and watch the movie. I'm hoping it's going to be released on one of the major streaming services, so maybe I can catch it instead of having to try to risk going to a theater. I'd rather not have to do that. But yeah, working my buddy in the chat, he understands because he probably knows the Cheesecake Factory I'm talking about over on I can't remember the street name, but I used to work over there as a dishwasher, and there was like a group of us. There was at least 6 to 7 people in the dish pit, and out of all of them, they took notice of how hard I worked and how, I was just reliable. And within just a month's time, I got moved up to prep cook. Little did I know I was not ready for that, because the prep cook position, you have a list of items you have to make. You have so long to make them. You don't have your whole shift to make them. So I would come in 6 in the morning. I wouldn't sometimes get finished till 6 o'clock at night. I'd be there for 12 hours working and making these list items. And, I later on realized it was due to my negligence and just my inability to not socialize with people. I can't help it. I'm a social butterfly sometimes. If I've got friends at work, I'm going to want to talk to my friends. I'm going to say hi. I want to see how they're doing. Oh, this is the thing that's going to down me. But yeah. Alright, cool. Then I will definitely catch it on HBO Max. My wife's got the HBO Max subscription, so when that comes out, definitely going to watch that because I'm super hyped. Anything with Keanu Reeves, I'm all about. I'm really excited for Cyberpunk 2077, I think, to come out. I'm really looking forward to something like that. But yeah, as I was going on about the story of the whole, locate key fragment, grab wires. It's not giving me oh, there's the prompt. Alright. I couldn't find the prompt. Yeah, that one. That was a very interesting experience working for that Cheesecake Factory. That was one of the few restaurants I knew that actually gave you an end time. Like, they would schedule you, and you'd start at whatever time, and you would have a time where you're supposed to get off. Well, what my beef I had with them was the time that they would tell me I was allowed to get off work never ended up being the actual time I would get off. They would keep me for a few hours later, or right on. And they would keep me for a few hours later or whatever, or they'd be like, hey, can you go over and wash dishes and help them out? Usually I didn't mind, but eventually they took advantage of the kind of person I was and willing to help. They took advantage of that, and it became a very big issue, but that's my whole spiel. So when I moved down here to the lower south, I was like, alright, I'm having a hard time finding a job. I went unemployed for maybe, say about 3 months, 3 or so months. I was unemployed, and I was having a hard time finding work. It was just difficult, and I always knew that if I needed a job, I could easily just go to a restaurant with my resume, my experience, and just be like, do I gotta smack him? Or, yeah, I gotta punch him. But yeah, I was just like, I could always easily just walk into a restaurant anywhere, and I could easily, with my resume, get a job. But yeah, there was I forgot what I was talking about now. I'm sorry, guys. My girl walks in. I got distracted. She's very sweet. She's a loving woman. Puts up with enough of my shit. But yeah, so now I am a fry cook. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. How are you,
I am
man?
armed
I'm
now.
glad to see you're doing good.
What's this do?
I've the apocalypse is something else. The election's been crazy.
Navigate it,
That
bitch ass.
that
This
whole
way, Vault
ordeal,
Hunter. We gotta get to the security hold to
that
find
right
that key
there,
fragment.
in my opinion, is a massive shit show. With the election and the way that thing's been going, it. Oh man, don't even get me started. It was everybody like people at work like to talk about what's going on in the media and everything else, and I just I do my job. I don't really bother to keep up with all that, mostly because it's just
First name
gruesome.
or
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it gives me a
Stands
headache
for
trying to follow all
binary
that.
automated logistical. Alright. My old man Jacob couldn't decide whether he wanted to call
Okay,
me
so
Barry
we're
or
going.
Alex. So he ended
Yeah,
up
now we
calling
got
me Barry.
Balix.
I know
This
it's
is
not
gonna be a long journey of waiting for Balix.
could have been worse. My brothers were named Baron and Captain. I got
Oh,
lucky with
that's
them.
not good.
damn. But we all got off better than
Is
Jenny.
it really? I can understand that because where I'm at is Escambia County, and more than half our staff at Chili's is out due to COVID-19, and it's a major issue. Mr. Dino Man, I'm talking. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. But yeah, Escambia County is got one of the highest records of COVID-19 cases, and it's bad. Like I said, like more than half our staff is out to the point where we can't even open the restaurant fully in the mornings. We have to have it down to just to-goes, which makes it really difficult. Actually, that's a lie. It doesn't make it difficult. It makes it difficult on us later on, and I think it also is playing a part into why we're so busy at night now, is because people can't come in during the day because we don't have enough staff. So when we do actually like somewhat staff, we end up with excess amount of people just coming in, and we're only at half capacity. We're not serving our full capacity of people, but it's still a lot to do. We don't have enough cooks, not enough waitresses, not enough hostess. We don't even have enough managers. To where when our head manager went on vacation, we had to start asking. We've had other managers from other Chili's in different areas coming from like Panama City, stuff like that, to our restaurant to just help out a bit. And there were some really cool guys, and I've made some cool friends working here, and it's something I thoroughly enjoy a lot. Little sneaker, little guys just sneaking around, but yeah. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I think a lot of the issues that are plaguing us right now with COVID is you've got the anti-maskers and all these people, and then you got people out there that think it's the government and some other stuff. All I know is, look, there's a serious disease, or not disease, serious virus out there right now that is doing serious damage to people, and it's a plague upon our our community and our country. Keep in mind, China was ground zero for the outbreak of COVID-19. They
Coming up
were
on the
the
security
where it
hold.
all started.
Right around
Their
the
numbers
job.
are decreasing,
You know what?
and if you look at it compared to the U.S., they're very. What I'm trying to say is the U.S. is full of idiots who think that wearing a mask is not necessary, and they are the reason COVID is spreading. And another part to that is when my restaurant, the virus doesn't care that you sat down at a table at all. It does not look and see, oh man, they made it to the table, now I can't get them. No, it's still going to spread. You're going to have people who have had it coming in, who are no longer sick, but they could still pass it on to somebody. And it's a shit show. So that's why I do these streams, and I do these episodes, and I upload them for you guys, because this is my escape.
Oh, security! There's an adorable little idiot criminal trying to break in.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my God. Oh, my condolences. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's sad. See, I feel like if the president at the time had taken a better initiative to doing something about this, like if you look at the Obama administration and when the Ebola outbreak happened, they did the measures they took and the steps they took to preventing it from spreading and reaching our country. That's why you never heard anything about it. That's why people are like, one minute Ebola was a big scare, and then the next minute it was gone. Yeah, because it never made it here. Coronavirus should have never made it to the U.S. We should have closed our borders. We should have stopped everything. And if people would just... There's a lot of mishaps that have happened that have led to so many unnecessary deaths. And it breaks my heart to know that that it's happening to people. And it's the scariest thing is people... Yeah, I know. My thoughts and prayers go out to the people in the medical industry who work in these hospitals, who are on the front lines of this whole pandemic and are trying their best to make sure people aren't dying. Exactly. Stay home, wear a mask. I don't go out unless I absolutely have to. Of course, I've got to go do my job. But when I'm at work, I'm in the back of a hot kitchen. You best believe I still have a mask on. I've got my face covered because I'm touching people's food. I could be asymptomatic and not know it. I'm touching people's food. I don't want them to get sick. When I'm washing dishes, I thoroughly wash my hands every 30 minutes to an hour. I know it seems crazy, but think about it. I'm touching the plates that these people have touched. They could have it and not know it or whatever, and then I'm touching that plate. And then if I go to touch my face or something, I could, get exposed. So you got to take precaution to just preventing the spread as best you can. And we, for anybody who sees this, please share this on Facebook so that anybody can see, because this is going up as a recording, that we as a nation need to take serious consideration, not for just ourselves, but more for the people who are more at risk. And we need to do better. This is a time where we need to come together. We need to do our part for one another and for the ones, who are at highest risk for getting COVID. And we just got to do our part. People are more concerned with themselves than everybody else. They're like, well, it's uncomfortable for me to wear a mask. Well, I understand. For some people it's uncomfortable, makes it hard for you to breathe, so forth. But it's just something you gotta get through. Trust me, I don't want to walk around with my face covered up all the time, but if it means I can help prevent the spread and I can keep other people safe, you best believe I'm gonna have a mask on. Yeah, it sucks. I got a beard. It makes it uncomfortable sometimes, especially when you got the moisture and everything. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Eventually, people will get it through their head. Maybe they won't, and maybe we're looking at probably the worst outbreak ever. It's just a scary thought to process. That on a lighter note. The weather's been kind of nice lately. I'm in the upper peninsula of Florida, and the weather's been nice. I know that was a weird transition over from pandemic, COVID, death. Oh, Florida weather, nice, kinda. I know, but yeah, I felt like it needed to be a lighter topic because the longer I go on about COVID, the more frustrated I get. When this all started, I was just like, oh man, my anxiety was really bad. I was really worried. And I was scared. But later on, as I learned more and I, educated myself slightly on it, I say slightly, a little bit more information was relatively available. That's when I was like, okay, there's a way to prevent spread.
Watch my ass while I navigate the door controls.
I've had a lot of free time since you crashed us here, Felix.
What?
Did you know the local jabbers have a unique...
Alright guys, so I'm reading, this is going up as a recording. Later on, they should be able to see the chat. But really, Wow. Okay, so, that, wow, really? I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you find a better job. I hope you know, after all this is over, however it's going, man. I did not know that. See, that's what's happening with us now. Is at my job, people are starting to test positive for COVID, and we already barely had a staff. So now you've got more people testing positive, and now we're even less staffed, and it's becoming, you know. I hope you guys are safe. I hope your family's all right. I hope everybody's doing okay. And man, I want you to stay safe, because I know up there. My mother-in-law, she's still up in New York. She's, you know, she works from home, and she's staying quarantined and isolated in her apartment because she's still in White Plains. And man, it's I hate to see on the media where people are protesting the mask at the time. I don't think you see it much more nowadays, but life is too crazy. If there's anything anyone can take away from this video, is that life is too crazy at the time we are living in now to be turning on one another. We need to come together as a nation and put our masks on, do our part to make sure that we prevent this from going and getting any worse. And hopefully we can stick together, because we need each other right now. That's good they're working at home. I'm glad to hear that. But we need to stick together, because right now it's only going to get worse before it gets better. And trust me, I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us when I say I'm ready for things to go back to the way they were. I miss hanging out with friends. I miss being able to go to a restaurant and sit down and do all these things, but we can't do that. They're selfish and they're making it worse, yes, because it inconveniences them and their needs. And they're like, I can't breathe. You can breathe, I promise you. And another thing, wear a proper mask. Do not come in there with one of those shirt sleeve masks. Get a regulated mask that you know is going to prevent the spread. Not some, you know, don't show up and wear it properly. Cover your nose. I'm tired of seeing people when I go to the stores. Exactly. I'm tired of seeing people when I go to a store. They've got it on their chin, or they've got it below their nose and their nose is poking out. Or I'll walk into Walmart when I desperately need to go get groceries, and there's people who aren't even wearing a mask at all, and I'm like, why? What is wrong with you? Is it that big of an inconvenience for you to put on a mask? Yeah, everybody else has got one. That also means you should too. I'm pretty sure you guys can agree. Everybody needs to wear a mask. I can't stress that enough. Oh, that's a big jabber. Here, fight that guy. Hey. So yeah, you guys just do your best to stay safe and make sure, you know, you guys are doing alright. I hope everybody's well. And just, you know, one love, man. It's a dark time and you just got to stay positive and you got to keep your head up. And just, you know, we'll make it through this. I have faith that we will see the sunshine soon enough. Yeah, a lot of questionable people. A lot. It's something else, man. But as long as you know you're doing your part and you know, you can't control everybody else, but I don't know what I'm trying to say now. I guess you can control your actions, but you can't control the actions of others. My brain knows what it wants to say, but my mouth can't formulate the words. I don't think formulate's a word. It is. It isn't. I don't know. You guys get what I'm trying to say. You get the gist of the English I'm trying to spit at you. I don't know how I ended up on a tirade of masks and COVID and just all kinds of shenanigans. Alright guys, I think we're gonna cut the video here. It was fun. I enjoyed talking with my buddy here in the chat. As always, you're showing your support and I really appreciate it. It means the world to me that I've got friends like you who like to come out and support my streams and my videos and stuff like that. You know, make sure if you want you can subscribe to the channel. We're 16 subscribers strong. We're slowly growing the community. And as always guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video later on.